Hi parents, it's Angela with Science Mommy and the Smart Baby Sleep System, and I just wanted to share a few things that were coming up this week in consultations with parents of babies and toddlers. One thing is confusion about sleep associations. This is the idea that baby or toddler is dependent on something in order to fall to sleep or to fall back asleep. And there are sometimes challenges with this and they can be problematic, but a lot of times the advice is just kind of overkill, and you don't have to completely do away with the sleep association because it's actually a very soothing thing that helps induce a nice peaceful sleep. And that's a good thing because that actually makes them less likely to wake up at the end of the sleep cycle if they've gone into the sleep cycle very relaxed and comforted. So we don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak, when it comes to sleep associations. So I want to give you an example of a sleep association that is extremely comforting and common and actually a beautiful natural sleep association, and that is nursing to sleep. So feeding baby to sleep, especially nursing at the breast, is extremely, so it's like a sedative to the baby. And so it's, even if you're traveling and out, you can actually go out on fun outings, or if you're on vacation, you don't have to completely stop your life for baby's naps, even though you know from my system that naps have to be timed so that they don't get overtired. That's a whole different pillar of the Smart Baby Sleep System. But nursing to sleep often makes naps possible when they wouldn't otherwise be. So all you have to do, if you have a problematic nursing association, is you have to just unlatch right before the baby is all the way asleep. So it's an aware unlatch, just aware. They don't have to be wide awake. And you just work toward that slowly, because a lot of times they won't accept it at first, and you have to repeat and try again. As soon as if they start to wake up a little bit, just give it back to them and then try again. And just the act of repeating that, eventually they'll get used to it and they will just accept going to sleep with being unlatched. Then when they wake up from their sleep cycle and they're not latched on, they will not be surprised and they'll go back into their sleep cycle. So that's the idea, that they'll wake up at the end of that 45, 50, or 50-minute sleep cycle, and if they had a problematic sleep association, then they would be startled that they didn't have the nipple in their mouth. So they would then wake all the way up and be looking for that nipple in their mouth that was there when they went to sleep. So first of all, this is not problematic for all babies all the time. However, if you've identified that it is problematic for your baby or toddler, then you can simply unlatch as they are aware. And it takes a few times. But once you get there, you've eliminated the problem with that sleep association, but you can still use it as a positive sleep association to get your baby to go into a blissful, peaceful sleep anytime, anywhere. It's beautiful. But when they wake up from that sleep cycle, they are not expecting to have something in their mouth, and so they will feel that everything is okay and they'll go into the next sleep cycle. It's much more likely, and nothing is assured, of course, but it's much more likely that they will find themselves in a comfortable situation and they will go right back into sleep, into the next sleep cycle and the next sleep cycle, if I can speak. And then you have solved your sleep association problem with a positive sleep association, so you can keep it and use it and enjoy that, because it is the most natural thing in the world to nurse a baby to sleep. Enjoy, please. If this has been helpful, please hit the like button and the bell for notifications, and subscribe to my channel for more tips like this. And thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments.